Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming in today. I know the report is late for it, but I still been not feeling well. Been there with six and took some meds last night, coughing syrups and so on. In the morning, I barely speak, can't even talk about it, even at night. But getting better, getting better. My fault was that I stopped my meds when I was supposed to continue. So I'm repeating this sickness for it. But today, even right now, at this moment, it's very special times for very, very crucial, very special times. We have Venus and the Sun together entering uh, Scorpio, but together with what? With midheaven. Right now, at this moment, that's what this is. That's what this energy is about this. And I want to talk to you a little bit about this Venus in Scorpio. For Venus in Scorpio represents the lowest physical needs in Scorpio. Venus in Scorpio, it looks in the depth, looks for the deeper love, the deeper meaning of love, going behind the darkness, behind the veil, behind by the looking at for the truth. And a lot of the people who are in the soul connections, a lot of the people who are in the spiritual connections, this is going to affect them so much for it. Right now, that's what this is the energy, that's what this is happening for. We're also going to have hi Lisa, thank you for coming in. We are also going to have a new moon at the 2 degrees of Scorpio. I'm going to read you what that says. It is the accidental nature of opportunities that impel one to break away from past remembrance which is still poignant and cherished. This is going to be talking about great realizations, demands the sacrifice of something, has brought loveliness and fragrance to the lesser form of living and feeling. Old feelings I poignantly remember, even as the one moves into a new and wider sphere of experience. Old relationships may be left behind, but the memory of their essential moments lingers on, perhaps stronger and nostalgic. This is going to bring a dealing with the past as one enters the new realm of feelings. You're going to be living the past needs for physical relationships. You're going to feel this energy of transformations because Venus in the Scorpio, that's what represents the deeper transformations of love. It is the highest level of spirituality in there. Venus has the lowest physical needs. That is going to be removing the sexuality from within in order to have a sexual spiritual intimacy from within. That's what is going to be this old way of understanding, but you're going to go through this deeper hell of transformations. Venus goes into the hell to shine the light of the true love from within. What is interesting that happens is the Venus is going to be moving forward, the Sun is following, but the Venus it takes the lead. Love before authority. You will understand, you will feel these energies, they're intense. To remind you that this energy there is gotta be very careful. What do you have on the first degree of Scorpio, the first degree of Taurus, which is that is a low position, and the squaring of this. That is going to be the first degree of Aquarius and the first degree of Leo. That is going to be intense energies for all those from within, that you have something in there. And when that is going to be affected with the 7 degrees in that position. What I mean 7 degrees, that is going to be like you have something within the 23rd, 24th degree of Libra till the 7th degree of Scorpio. Within that range, that is applied is the same thing at 24 degrees of of Aries in the 7 degrees of Taurus, and at the same time with 24 degrees of Cancer and 7 degrees of Leo. And on the other side, it is about 24 degrees of Capricorn and the 7 degrees of Aquarius. That's was there's gonna be this range in there where right now this is ignite of this moment for you are going to be feel this energies. You cannot escape for there is something is triggered from within you. There is something goes on within you. But the whole part of this, it is about one thing: you to surrender the old ways, you to surrender the old understandings about love, and you to find the deeper soul meaning about love deeply from within you, and you to reconnect it with the souls in a deeper level. Some of you gonna be going through this deeper awakening during this period. Some of you gonna be understanding this deeper awakening. Some of you already went through it, but you are even gonna go more deeper from within you. I'm talking about very deep. You're going to go through the rabbit hole. You maybe go through all this darkness from within that you never shined a light from before. You're gonna get this energy inside of you, and that energy is gonna be helping from within your own self. As I said, that's gonna be affected, and Venus is gonna be moving. We are talking about the Venus is gonna be moving. I'm going to be talking to you about this movement of Venus, and I'm going to go for about like 24 days until the full moon. Okay, what is so crucial with the full moon? And that is about um, 1 second here. It's a software adjustment for into right now, tomorrow, this energy is going to be coming together with the moon is going to come together with Mercury, and in the morning, the ascendant is going to be still in Libra there, but we are going to have 1 degree of the Sun and 1 degree of Venus. You're going to feel these divine energies. They are going to be coming in and coming in. Of course, there's going to be some squares towards I talk about the zodiac signs. There you go. I was talking about the square with Pluto. Pluto is in 26 degree of Capricorn, and that is going to be affected. Okay, so that's what this midheaven is in third degree of Leo. So that is going to be affect you to grow, you to stop to be this 5 year old form within. That's what the fifth degree is. Okay, you to go to the seventh year when you develop relationships and understanding. But now you're in the eighth house. The sun is the authority. You're in the eighth house together with Venus. And the moon coming in together with Mercury is the divine messages deeply inside of your intuition. Right now, the intuition is going to tell you that you are going to dive deep from within. You are going to be prepared. That is going to be on October 24th and October 25th. That is going to be when the moon is at 2 degrees 12 minutes, the sun is at 2 degrees 1 minute, and Venus is at 2 degrees 41 minutes. So, guess what? As I stated, guys, love comes up front. You are going to feel that you have to put the love deeply from within you. Venus is going to be in divine energies with Jupiter. There is retrograde. He is at 0 degrees 15 minutes in Aries, but he's in retrograde mode. He's going to bring us back. Like something is going to die from within us. What is going to die? The physical need, the obsessions, the chasing, the pleading, the praying for others to pay attention, so give us love to us. We are going to find the deeper meaning of love from within us. Then we are going to understand what deep, real love is. But you have to go through relearn. In order you to relearn, you have to let it go of what you learned. And now this is going to be a very tough work process within the darkness. Okay, you may gonna feel this veil. You may feel like there is this darkness in front of you, like you don't see these energies. Okay, they're gonna help you from within yourself. You can feel free to share your experience during the to it, and I'm gonna come back later on and do the daily report for you guys. So at 26, the moon takes moving forward. She's going to lead us through this energy of Scorpio. She's going to be at the 16th degrees of Scorpio. That is going to be bypassing by the south node. And that south node, it is what happens in the past. Huge review. I'm expecting that a lot of the people, they're going to feel this energy. But the moon, it's giving you a warning. It is what's coming, where it's going to be, because when the sun and Venus, they're going to be at 16 or 13 degrees, when that's going to be the full moon in Taurus, you're going to feel the oppositions of this energy, because this energy is going to be squaring Saturn. Saturn is moving direct right now. You're going to be moved forward. You learn the lessons. Now the lessons is going to come to you, like it or not. A lot of you is going to feel like they have to act and react of this shift for it. So it's not coincidence that the Saturn it's turning direct today, together with all this process that it's coming in from within. Don't forget, Venus is about to teach you a spiritual love from within. So at 27th, okay, we are going to have the moon. It's going to be pretty much exiting Scorpio. You're going to feel this beautiful energy. Midheaven is going to be at 6 degrees of Leo. You're going to understand this authority situations, this fiery energy, because the moon is preparing to enter Sag. Jupiter, it's at 4 minutes at Aries. He stills in Aries, but he's going to feel this entering of the mystic shadow from within, the growth within your shadow. What shadow? The others? No, yours. But there's going to be a lot of shadow discovering from within, but you're also going to discover the shadows from within relationship with others. That's why you don't have a real relationship, because your soul was not involved in there. Your soul didn't know what love was. That's what you are unhappy in life. And that's what you find the truth. The only one truth that is in there. But you have to die to where? In the secret. You have to die within the these illusions from within, there's situations from within yourself, the intrigues, this nasty stuff for it. But you're going to be digging into it. It's going to be a really big, deep digging. Lilith, it is about to go ahead and she's going to be pretty much at the edge of Cancer, but then she's going to be turned retrograde. And she's going to stay in Cancer because it's all about family. And that trining to all this with the Sun and Venus is going to be very powerful energy. This is an energy that you're going to feel so much. And specifically on the October 28th, the moon is going to be divine energies from Uranus and the North Node, and Mercury, the ascendant, the Sun, and Venus giving divine energies from Jupiter. Everything is divinely supported. All you do is the work from within yourself. Allow the things to crash, but allow the things to be revealed to you, to reveal the darkness, the shadow part in yourself. We are collectively going to go through this shadow period of Scorpio. At 29th, the moon is going to be opposing Lilith and Mars, and it's going to square Jupiter, the growth from within. You're going to feel like this is too hard. This is too hard to be done. It's too hard to be real. It's too hard this to be true. How can this have been? And so on and so on. Why? It is so hard because it's hard to leave a real life within a false society, a lot of you is going to be pissed. A lot of you is going to be like, what the heck is this? And you're going to feel this energy. It's coming in because midheaven is going to be at the 8 o'clock, at the 8 degree of Leo. It's going to be squaring the 6th and the 7th degree of Venus. But that is going to be continuous squaring Pluto. The moon, it's going to be opposing Mars and Lilith. So there's going to be an aggravations of this. You're going to understand these aggravations from within. The Sun and Venus is going to be begin to opposing Uranus in the North Node. There's going to be an energy that you're going to feel this oppositions. It's not going to be strong, but you're going to begin to feel it. On the 30th, Mercury entering Scorpio. You're going to feel this energy, these communications. You're going to be talking about this darkness from within you. You're going to be looking at through this, and you're going to be learning a lot about darkness from within yourself. How's that going to turn out? Okay, we are having the midheaven. It's going to be at 9 degrees, 43 minutes in Leo. There is a square towards Uranus in the North Node. There is a square towards the Sun and Venus, the authority from it. We talk about these lessons that we getting this lesson for the past 8 months, pretty much. Now it's coming to really firing it up. Now it's really pushing the pressure of this. Now the teacher is asking you, did you learn the lesson? Or you need more darkness inside of you? And that darkness is going to be bring from the North Node, Uranus, towards the authority from within you and Venus. Have been an Arcturian trying to control love? Guess what? You're not in the authority of control love. Love is belong to God and everyone. Love is the highest level in there with the truth from within. And that's what you're diving into the Scorpio, because Scorpio is the one finding the truth from within. Go ahead and lie Scorpio, see what happens in there. You don't want to be messing with that energy. Okay, so at October 31st, happy Halloween time, but it's going to be intense energies in Halloween. Okay, we're talking about that Venus is going to be at 10 degrees, the Sun is going to be at 8 degrees. As I said, the love, the Venus is going to be leading the road of this. As you see it, it's 2 degrees separation between the Sun and Venus, but the love goes in there first. It dives in deeply within the soul, and you're going to feel these energies there, because there's going to be no positive aspects. There will be not. There is going to be the opposition with Uranus and the North Node, and there's going to be a squares with Pluto and the Moon together. You're going to be looking at why it didn't change, why it didn't transform in the past 8 months. What happened in and there? Your authority? No, it wasn't your authority. It was your ego. It was somebody else's ego projecting over you. You understand things now deeply from within. This is going to begin of the dark night of the soul to some people. You understand this. Midheaven, it's going to be at, talking about 7 o'clock in the morning. This is the time usually everyone wakes up for. There is a squaring towards Leo. Leo, the MC, the midheaven, it is at 10 degrees. It is squaring the Sun and Venus, squaring Uranus, the North Node, and opposing Saturn. You're going to feel this. Pluto, who was responsible for the transformations within us. Now, he's going to ask you, did you transform? Did you change? No, why not? Okay. You're angry about it. The universe is angry about it. And you're going to feel, if you haven't done your inner work, guess what? You're going to be dragged in there for your inner work from within. So, on November 1st, even this energy is going to be quadruple. Why? The moon, it is in Aquarius, and it closing into Saturn. Now, that intuition, the spiritual intuition, the human intuition, is the huge rebellion for it. This is going to be the day that I begin to understand that if you show the chart in here, it's pretty much everything is in squares. I may post it up here into the channels and talk about this, maybe do an emergency report. But Venus is going to be Venus in the authority is going to be feel under pressures. So here's what happens. Midheaven is at 11 degrees of Leo. It is opposing the moon at 11 degrees of Aquarius. That is a squaring towards Venus at 11 degrees and squares the north node at 13 degrees and as well Uranus there. There's going to be a lot of intensified of this energy. And please stay awake, stay aware, stay grounded. If something is so much intense, get help. It doesn't matter what kind of help. You may be asking for energy help. You may be asking for psychology help. You may be asking for people's help or so on and so on. But the people's going to feel a lot of the darkness from within. Mars is not going to be very helpful. There is only like with all this energy, there is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 aspect that are positive, but they are minor. And the one of the aspects is with Lilith, okay, to see the shadows from within. Everything else, there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21. There is going to be a 21 intense aspects in that day. That is in November 1st. You're going to feel this is going to be a first quarter moon squaring. Okay, we talk about these energies for a while, and on the next day, for the energy is going to get just a little bit better. The moon is moving through Saturn, lessons learned or not learned. Life it's keep on coming in and come and go. Midheaven it's 12 degrees. Venus is in 12 degrees. You see that correlations between the Venus and the midheaven. That is about you to do your soul work deeply from within you. That is about when you're going to dive in there. And if you have anything within a Scorpio and those degrees for it, you're going to feel it. Okay, if you have whatever you got in there, okay. And on November 3rd, the moon is going to go into Pisces. It's going to trine Venus, the Sun, Mercury, the ascendant. That is going to be when you're going to see the bottom of it. That is going to be the moment when the moon is in trine with Venus and the moon is in trine with Lilith at the 10 degree of Cancer. We talk about the 3 female energies. What is your understandings about the 3 female energies? If you're masculine, okay, if you got married for a woman just because she has to be a good spouse, guess what? You're missing the goddess part within that woman, and you're missing the intimacy part that you always wanted within that woman. If you're a woman, you probably maybe looking for more for it to be this goddess part, but where is the spouse within you? Where is this goddess in the intimacy from within you, which is Lilith? So that's what pays attention of this process. The both sides that we understand, they have to be all this for it. Be mindful if you have something in there within the water signs, talking about Lilith or talking about moon or talking about your ascendant if it's there. You are going to see this because this is going to be a beautiful trine. You can unite from within you. If you're masculine, you need to understand the woman that you love. She has to be the goddess. She has to be the mother, the good spouse. She has to be that intimate soul partner in you. If you're feminine, you have to become the goddess, you have to become the mother, and you have to become this woman in the bed that has no fear of intimacy. Otherwise, if you caught up, you may be missing. Find out what you're missing and find out what you need to develop from within you. What did you forgot? And there's going to be these divine times that the universe is pushing you to understand all this. There's going to be a lot of squares keep on going in there because the ascendant your Mercury, the Sun, and Venus are there in Scorpio, opposing Uranus in the North Node. Intensely, there's going to be intense energies. It's going to be for good purposes from within you. You to finally to put yourself, your energy in order. And November 4th, the moon is going to join Neptune. It's going to be beautiful. The visions that you're getting through it. Some of the visions you're not going to like it because Mars, it doesn't like this. Mars right now in Gemini is going to become retrograde. You see these energies in Mars. The masculine energies are there. Are you a female with masculine energies fighting the masculine? God bless your soul if you do this. The universe is going to tell you, what do you think you're doing? It's the same time it is in the masculine energies, like, okay, you're cheating because I'm a good woman, I'm a good spouse, but you're cheating, and you're like, I don't have the right intimacy with you. Why I don't have the right intimacy? What do you fear from it? Why just don't become the intimacy partner? Why don't look at it within this? Why you this and so on? That is the shadow work. Real shadow work will come in as an energy, one way or another from within life. It's going to be within this. It's digging up deeply, deeply from within us. So at November 5th, we have the moon arriving at Aries. It begins a new cycle, and that is going to be triggering when Jupiter enters Pisces. Go back before you were born. Go back before you learn that you are not masculine, you're feminine energy. Go back there that if you're a masculine energy, why did you turn yourself to a feminine from within? You have to put the energies in order. But how? When you look with love, with the shadow from within. Okay? Midheaven is going to be at 15 degrees. That is on November 5th. And Venus is going to be at 16 degrees. As you see it, they are in the perfect squares, moving in that position. They are going in together. Within this, Saturn is at 18 degrees. The karmic ruler is there. It's like, here we go. I taught you what you need to learn. Now I'm going to ask you, did you learn? You need to perform. You need action times. Pluto is direct. He taught us. He changes. He transforms us. And guess what? Did you learn? Did you transform? Show me. Show me your actions. Show me your things from within. If not, guess what? It's going to be destructions from within. Destructions of the old. So if you look at it this intense, it actually brings a positive changes. And you got to look this energies there. All right. And November 6th, the thing's going to begin to change. How? The midheaven is going to be changed. The midheaven, it's beginning of 2 degrees of Virgo. And it is going to be divine energies from Jupiter. Why? You to organize yourself. You grow up. You change. You did this change from within. If you did it, if you did not, guess what? You're going to be working on it. For real, for real, for real. So at November 7th, okay, the moon is going to begin to entering Taurus. And that is going to be the day you are going to feel the intensified energy of the moon. Okay, it's going to be these oppositions within the moon, the North Node, Uranus, against Mercury, the Sun, and Venus. You're going to see the other side of yourself that you suppressed, that you hide in the shadow. You're going through deep soul connections that you are going to look at this from within yourself. It is about the enormous amount of inner work. And guess who's going to support that inner work? That's going to be a Jupiter, 29 degrees of Pisces. And that's going to be a Neptune of 22 degrees in Pisces. Okay? You're going to get the help to go through these intense periods for it. November 8th, that is going to be the time that the moon is November 7th at night, actually, the moon is going to join the north node and it's opposing the south node. But it's going to be joining in the morning. The moon, it's going to be joining 16 degrees, 37 minutes, and a 16 degrees, 57 minutes in Taurus. That is going to be the moon joins Uranus. That is going to be the time of this full moon at 16 degrees of Taurus. But it's going to opposing the 16 degrees of the sun that is in Scorpio. That is, it's together with the 16 degrees Mercury. Mercury is 15 degrees 57 minutes, but during the day it's going to be there. And all that is going to be intensified inside of you. The talks, the inner talks, the situations, the karma situations, all this is going to come out on the surface. All this is going to be put it in. How you deal with it? You did the work. You know what to do. You did the learning. You will know what to do. You were taught in the past 8-9 months. And if you didn't do it, you're going to be kind of like a force to doing it. This is going to be a lot of revelation times going on for you. Talking to you about the personal level, don't take it about the relationships with others. Before looking into others, look within yourself. That's what I'm giving you this report for you guys to look in there. And this is going to be the full moon report. Okay? Because the 16 degrees of Scorpio, because that's what the effect will be for. That is represents a girl face breaking into a smile, the fervent reaching out to the part of the yank of the heart to a new experience. So you're going to have a new experience in there that you never had before. You're probably going to open up your soul for that love. You're going to be open up to this transformation. How that's going to show up. Venus, the Sun, and Mercury are sextile with Pluto, and they are trine with Neptune, who is retrograde. And Neptune retrograde, it is sextile with Pluto, and Pluto, it is in divine energies with Mars, who is retrograde. The spiritual warrior from within. If you are feminine, what are you looking for? As someone who just works and brings money, or someone who actually is next to you, to your spirit, to your soul? Is your husband, it's also helping you to be together within your life, to teach you within your life, to inspire you within your life, which is Saturn represents? It is the man who brings the growth, which is Jupiter. It is the man who brings the universe from within. Is he the authority, or you the authority? In the relationships, there is no authority. In the relationship is love. And that's what Venus in Scorpio is going to teach you. One of the biggest lessons in there. You understand, before authority, there is love in there from within. And Uranus and the full moon in Taurus is going to show you, because it is this intense part of destructions in the material life. In order to have a good material life, you have to have a good spiritual life from within. That is going to be the lesson of the full moon. So now I am going to go through the daily report that it's today. We're going to be talking about these energies. Erica, I have nothing in Scorpio, only Scorpio is in the first house. My Venus is in Gemini, 8th house. Well, if it is in the 8th house, you can be affected because of Mars, and that is it's there in the Gemini. So you might feel because of the 8th house in there. That is going to be the intimacy part with the relationships with others. For Erica, Anybody else have some questions before I begin with the daily report? Let me know. So this full moon is going to bring you the glow from within, but the glow, it's coming from inside. Why you understand yourself. All right, I'm going to get the daily report today. So the ascendant, it is going to be at 27 degrees of Libra. We are having currently at 0 degrees 1 minute the sun, and 0 degrees 10 minutes uh, uh, in Scorpio. So the Scorpio seasons begin at 7 o'clock in the morning. You're going to feel this energy, beautiful divine energies with Jupiter. For Lisa, yes, we all feeling it. This intense energies. I get up around like it was like 8:30ish. I didn't know what world was because of the meds. I'm taking the heavy meds, so I can be able to relax a lot for it. So yeah, we're all feeling it. Beautiful day of communications, divine communications for divine purpose. Uranus is giving you divine energies with Mercury and Libra. Uh, Mercury is at 19 degrees in Libra, so is the moon. And we are going to be looking at the relationships within ourselves, but also within others. And a relationship probably with mother or mothering from within you, you as a mother, maybe your relationship as a spouse that you are for this caring mother that cares for her husband, for her lover, for the situation from within. They're going to be intense in the morning because Lilith is squaring the moon, and the moon it is opposing Jupiter. So you can feel that intense that maybe you're not the right spouse, maybe you didn't develop the right feminine energies to be the great spouse from within. You maybe developed the goddess from within for it, but how about the spouse from within or the intimate part from within? So this is going to be helping you to understand if you're masculine as like what it was your understanding for a feminine energies, what it's missing in there. It's your soul understanding about the masculine and the feminine energies from within. So that's why the Mars is in Gemini. So at 8 o'clock in the morning, the ascendant is at 9 degrees of Scorpio. Is opposing Uranus, the visions that comes within. Midheaven at 17 degrees of Leo. It is opposing 18 degrees of Saturn. That is the preview of the Scorpio season that we talk about. It's coming to you. It's like a vision, deja vus, dreams, and so on and so on. The Sun and Venus. The Venus is at 13 minutes of Scorpio. The Sun is at 4 minutes of Scorpio. Scorpio seasons begin in a full understanding, but is it about the good energies with Mars and the good energies with Jupiter? It is a good term to destroy the old version of yourself, to develop the right version of yourself. Okay, it's good. It's good to look at it as situations are better positioned from within. So at 9 o'clock in the morning, the ascendant is going to be at 21 degrees. So Scorpio is going to be opposing Uranus. Um, Midheaven is at Virgo. That is organizing or preparing yourself for this basically season that's coming right now towards you. Venus and the Sun, the authority, they are in a good term with Mars. There is a beautiful trine in there, beautiful trine, because the spiritual warrior from within you, it is in terms with the love that goes into the darkness. That is at a time where the spiritual part from within you is agree to put the love within itself to go dive deep from. No more secrets, no more lies, no more deceptions, no more imitations, none of that crap. Truth. And that's what this spiritual part of Venus it is about. The truth from within you. Are you true love? That is a, if you guys want to know more about it, go and watch Shrek. Shrek and Fiona, when they were in separation, look at this energies. You'll get it there. It's more understandable. So at 10 o'clock, the ascendant is at Sag. It's going to be expression. You're going to be looking. You're going to be probably talking, and so on and so on from within. Midheaven is at 19 degrees of Virgo. Divine energies with Saturn. You organizing the divine teachings from within yourself. It's a beautiful time to do this inner work from within. You organize the situations, but you may have the wrong visions from it because that is the opposition with Neptune. You don't like the things, you don't like the things that you hear. Also, your spiritual warrior is like, I don't like this earthly organizations. I don't like that because that's not resonates from within me. I'm resonated with transformations. I don't need you to anymore go around, cut around corners, and do all those things. No, straight forward, defined energy. Some of you are going to be feel intense that in the material world, the things are not going the way you like. So at 11 o'clock, the midheaven is with the moon. It is opposing Jupiter, and it's squaring Lilith. Lilith, again, that Lilith format. You need to understand healing your Lilith is going to be helping you to go back to the primary goddess makeup because God created Lilith specifically for Adam, but she has to be worth it for Adam. She has to be worth it for God. She has to overcome the need for control. She has to learn to cooperate with Adam and God if she wants to be happy. That is the intimate part in there. To inheriting Venus, the goddess love. That is when Lilith repents to God. That is the moon when Lilith becomes the mother. Lilith didn't become the mother with Adam. That was her purpose. She didn't fulfill it from within. And that's a lot of the female energies. They're feeling this intimacy locked down from within because there is missing part of Venus in them. But now, since the Lilith is in Cancer, which is the family, and Venus is in Scorpio, and Lilith is in Cancer, those are the water signs, that is the emotions. Diving deep, going deep, you're going to get this energy. But the moon, there is it together with the midheaven, it is about to tell you what is the relationship between all those three from within you. You'll look, that energy is going to be coming in, especially for the masculine energies. They will understand now what they look for. You will understand also the masculine energy is going to be healing with understanding that energy. Adam is going to heal when Lilith, the moon, and Venus come together. So at 12 o'clock, the ascendant is at 28 degrees. You're going to be looking at, you're going to feel the energy of this opposition with Mars. But the midheaven is with Mercury and Libra. That energies of Libra is going to be still coming up to you. It's about the relationships. You need to talk about your relationships. Stop doing this situations in the relationships. Some of you maybe understand it's like stop hooping around. Like what I mean by this is like you didn't finish you didn't clear the energies with previous partners. You go through another partnership, so on and so on. You didn't look at the situations from within. Now you have the moon, which is there is the mother, the mother within you, but that is your intuitions from within itself. You have a Mercury, which is talking about this relationship. Fix the relationships and go on from it. Since the Sun and Venus on the Scorpio, they're telling you this. Scorpio doesn't like to cheat, but they like to cheat. You see, this is the two sides of the realms that they don't like it, they hate it to be, but guess what? They would love to do it. Why? Because there is something from within is not fully understood. And now during the Scorpio seasons, Scorpios will understand that cheating was cheating within their own principles, within their own selves, because Venus is going to show them within the soul. And it's going to be a hard lesson for people who have a Scorpio. They're Scorpios from within, or they have ascendant, or some very important parts in Scorpio for there. Okay. So at 1 o'clock, the midheaven is 7 degrees of Scorpio, talking about this, and it's beginning to oppose Uranus. That's energy of the lessons that we are going to experiencing this for, and there you go. Then look at the chat, and someone's coming in and talk about this situations. You look at it, the ascendant is at 13 degrees of Capricorn. That is about the squaring Mercury in the moon. You understand the work has to be done from within your own self. Beautiful energies of the divine towards Jupiter. Very beautiful also energies from Uranus towards Mercury. And Neptune is got a divine energy towards Mars. Follow this path, follow the path from the spirit from within. It's going to lead you there. Okay? The universe is going to lead you there because it puts pressure to seek in the place that you never seek before. Basically entering the door of the darkness from within you. And at 2 o'clock, the midheaven, it's 22 degrees of Scorpio. It's going to begin this energy of preview sessions of what it needs to be done. Divine energies with Mars. Actually, Mars is going to be yacht there supporting from Pluto. You have to change the divine warrior from within you. Your divine warrior from within you needs to grow. Beautiful energies towards Mars, by the way. Mars is going to be leading this time of the hour. He has a trine with Mercury, trines with Venus and the Sun, and is a divine supported from midheaven. It is divinely supported from Pluto. It is in trine with Saturn. So a lot of there is going to be coming in. But Mars doesn't like the destructions. It doesn't like these visions of darkness. He's like, I don't want to do it. No, 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 no. That's what you need to grow. Grow up, grow up, grow up. It's you to grow up, being responsible, being an adult, be a, this angelic powers from within, be a, this divine partner from within. Stop acting like a small boys. There is going to be a time within this Scorpio season that a lot of the boys is going to turn to mans. Okay, because a lot of the adult boys, they still like the cars, they still looking into the situations, they still get into it, but they don't have the divine energies within them. Who's teaching them on divine energies? Pluto, the secret God from within. Beautiful energies of learning. At 3 p.m., the ascendant is going to be with Saturn. Speaking of which, the teacher is teaching it. That's going to be this energies towards Mars as well, but also towards Mercury. And Mars has a trine with Mercury. Talking to yourself, teaching yourself. This is a self-inspiration, self-starting. This is the self-power from within. That is the spiritual warrior from within you. It is going to be a beautiful energies during this time. The midheaven, it is in Sag at 7 degrees. Divine energies with Lilith. There is a sextile with the moon, and there is a trine with Jupiter. Expressions. Tell the things from within. Show the things from within. Do the things from within. Helps you. Helps you to be better with your life. At 4 p.m., The ascendant is going to be at Pisces, midheaven it is at Sag at 21 degrees, and it's opposing Mars. Are you opposing yourself, or the expression within yourself is opposing you? Are you self suppressing, self sabotaging? You, that's going to comes out on the surface. But the love between Mars and Venus, it's coming in play for divine transformations from within. The Mars trining with Venus and the Sun, and the trine with Mercury. That is the divine messages that Pluto brings in to Mars. The ascendant is at 13 degrees of Pisces. It is external Uranus in the North Node. You're going to see that these divine energies are coming in to teach you, to help you to grow inside of you. At 4 p.m., the ascendant is at 9 degrees of Aries. It is opposing the 10 degrees moon in Libra. Intuitions, situations. But guess what? Uranus in the North Node put a divine energy towards the moon. You're getting divine messages. Someone gives you something. You read something. Somebody brings all the sudden changes from within. All the sudden changes of within your understanding about mothering or motherhood or a relationship with your mother or a relationship with mother from within your own self about mothering. All this, it's going to be a divinely guided from the North Node in Uranus. You to become the best as you can be with in your own energy in there. If it's something you have to fix as mothering or relationships with mothers and so on, you are going to feel this need from within yourself. Beautiful energy, but midheaven is at 5 degrees and opposing Lilith at 5 degrees at Cancer. So if you aren't the right mother from within, you are a toxic mother, you're a toxic situations, that is going to be looking at because that toxicity came from Lilith. Okay, it's a 5 degrees opposition full in there within you. So at 6 p.m., the ascendant is at 4 degrees of Taurus, and it's going to be squaring the Sun and Venus. Midheaven is at 19 degrees, and it is squaring 20 degrees of Mercury. I don't want to do the work. I don't want to talk about this work. I don't want to talk about this shadow. I don't want to talk about what's going on with my material life. Maybe my material life is so crumpled down. Why? Deep, deep from within. Oh, I don't like to go in the deep. I don't like to go to the rabbit hole. I don't know how I'm going to get out of that rabbit hole. You're going to be renewed in the rabbit hole. As you know, the gravitations that comes in, it's coming out. So you have to feel comfortable with the changes that are coming into you. You gotta feel more powerful because those changes, they're gonna help you in your life. Okay? Because the 16 degrees of Scorpio, that is the past karma, once you fix it, okay, that represents the internal glow from within in the soul. That's what you need to look for. Okay. So at 7 o'clock in the afternoon, the ascendant passed by the North Node into Uranus. There are divine energies towards the Moon and Mercury. A lot of divine talks, maybe a lot of expressions with the mother and about the mother. A lot of lessons about from a mother. A lot of growth. A lot of growth. You understand. You do this work, but that is the preview of the work that you are going to do and dealing from within yourself. All right, guys, it's going to be a beautiful energy that it's coming up. And at 8 o'clock, the ascendant is at Gemini. It is a trining the midheaven together with the Saturn. Lesson learned, situations to learn, beautiful energy there with the moon, with the Mercury. You solve the situations. You are happy from what's going on. You're happy. You are going to finally you recognize the darkness, but now you understand you have to go with deep from within yourself. beautiful energy of transformations and lessons learned for it, because the moon has a divine energies with the North Node in Uranus. It's got a trines with midheaven and Saturn. It's got a trine with the ascendant into a Gemini. So is Mercury. Beautiful energies. You are going to feel like you go through the intense energies of the day. You're going to feel good that you did the inner work, and you're going to feel the good parts of the day. You feel good about yourself. Even the next hour, the energy is even better. Okay, double divine energy towards Pluto. You're going to be having more desires to transform. You are going to understand you have to destroy the old from within. You are happy to dive within the darkness, because that darkness is going to bring you the light from within about a relationship till the rest of your days here, and so on and so on. 10 o'clock divine time, huh? Beautiful divine time. We're talking about midheaven and Pisces together with Neptune, that's got the finger of God towards Mercury, and we have North Node and Uranus, also finger of God with Mercury, and it's involving the moon, and it's involving the sun and Venus. That is divine energies from Jupiter. Divine is in play? Yes, it is. It is divine order? Yes, it is. But guess what? Midheaven is where? In Pisces, the end of the cycle. The end of the cycle and the beginning of new. There is the part of rebirth. You to be reborn from within. That's what this process is going to be, from to be rebirth from within. And at 11 p.m., the ascendant is going to be at Cancer, the family. You're going to understand the sum of the part in the family, in the relationships, and the situations of deceptions and so on that weren't right. That comes in with the oppositions with Pluto, and that comes in with Pluto squaring Venus and the Sun, and the Venus and the Sun squaring the ascendant in there. You are going to feel it. Midheaven, it is oppositions with Moon. Something about the mother from within you, something within your intuition from within you, some things about the relationships from within you. What is that evolved your current situations in life? The North Node is in divine energies with the moon. You didn't follow the intuition of the soul, you follow the intuition of the ego, intuition of somebody else's, not your own. And now you ruin the relationships from within you, understanding the things from within you. But the lessons are there. It's going to be a beautiful day. I wish you a very good inner work, guys. I would love to have your comments below. And if you guys have so many questions right now, I can take it. Wow, that was a long report. Pretty much I was able to fit the two of them within 1 hour. Pretty good. The more of the astrogravitational reports are coming in, guys, the more it's going to be better, and so on and so on. I'm trying to get myself better within the positions. And I want to say thank you for all of you that coming in, supporting. If you need astrology reading, I'm here for you. But this is it, what it is. It can't be changed, but it's not. You're welcome, Lisa. You're welcome, everybody. Let's share the love and the peace here. And we're going to come back here and talk about later on at the main channel. We are going to be talking about how to accept your twin after emotional or physical abuse. All right, guys. Dear love. Love gifts to you, and be at peace, guys.